Hey, what's up, everybody? It's War Queen. I'm gonna do a couple of readings, and basically, I'm gonna choose from my Moonology whose reading I do. Okay, it's been a while, guys, so give me a little bit of slack, because I don't think I've been on here for a few months again. I keep on saying once I make it part of my daily routine, I can get on here and do the readings that I'm supposed to do, but it's so hard to fit it into an already busy schedule, you know? So hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully they're staying cool, because it's crazy where we are. It's hot. Down south, like, whew, it's 90 degrees in our house. And I finally said, okay, fine, we'll turn on the air conditioning. Because I've been only doing it for like 3 hours on the really hot days. So, if you guys are here, comment. Let me know how your last few months have been. How everything's going. Helps me get to know you guys. Okay, so whichever sign I pick out of the Moonology deck is the sign that needs the reading. Okay, so let's see who the lucky sign is. Whoop. All right, Gemini, it is you. Okay, perhaps somebody that will resonate to this Moonology card might resonate to the reading as well. A lot of times the cards read together, okay? Full Moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. When I read this card, I see the two twins depicted as Gemini, and I see them just kind of giving the power away. Like, I'm just gonna go with the flow right now. Life seems to be guiding me in the right direction if I just let my control go. Which is hard for any sign, not just Gemini. We don't want to lose our control, that's for sure. All right, let me read what the book says for you, Gemini, so we can get a full description of the message of the Moonology card, okay? So, Full Moon in Gemini. I am using the Moonology deck. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's a really good oracle deck. I recommend it, definitely. So embrace the flow of life, Gemini. Have you been fast talking lately, or is someone trying to fast talk you? Somebody trying to manipulate you, Gemini? Somebody trying to tell you, you know, something isn't happening when it is, or vice versa? I don't know. That would be like fast talk, gaslighting type behavior, possibly. That would be like maybe the King of Wands in reverse, because that's like, they like to play games and manipulate, and it can show I can't think of what they're called, a narcissist. Okay, that would be the King of Wands in the reverse. You or someone else in this situation needs some space. Taking a moment out of the constant carry-on will allow you to see what's going on. Okay, Gemini, so it's saying, you know, get out of your daily routine. Get out of the... But it's weird because it says embrace the flow. And when you get out of your daily routine, sometimes it feels like you're getting out of your flow, but it's the flow that you were meant to go in. So, like, if you enjoy fishing, hunting, dancing, stuff like that, just get away from your normal daily routine and go be yourself, in a healthy way. Go enjoy nature. Geminis are air signs, so they enjoy more like creative stimulation of the brain. So maybe if you're into reading books, go get a good book. That'll get you lost in a different kind of world than what your everyday life is. Books are always good. Do I ever find time for them? No. No, I do not. When I have extra time, I go on walks. I'm more involved in like the nature because I'm a Taurus and I love nature. Even when it's like 90 some degrees outside, I'll still try to bear a walk, but I probably won't make it as far as if it's 70 degrees, So to see what's going on, okay? Is there Ace of Swords that you can't see? An Ace of Swords that might be in the reverse, possibly? Somebody playing games and lying. You can't see it because you're too involved in the everyday thing called life. I don't know. There's a tug of war between worrying about all the details of how to solve your issue and taking a moment to get some more perspective. Okay, this reminds me of the Hangman. Okay, when you go into Hangman mode, you are looking to try to find a different perspective than what you already have of a situation. Like if you're suspecting, I don't know, we'll go with the love thing, right? You're suspecting that they're going out on you or seeing other people, right? Well, that's your perspective at that moment. Without any proof, that's your opinion, okay? Because you have no proof. So it's saying to go into Hangman mode and try to see a different perspective. Perhaps they're not, and it's truly just a work situation, or it's truly just another friend or something. But it's saying that you need to change your perspective, or at least look into your perspective of things. Take the Hangman mode, go in Hangman mode with the Temperance for just a few moments, maybe a couple days. That doesn't mean play the silent treatment on anybody. It just means look within yourself to try to see something different, okay? Don't be stuck on what you think your Ace of Swords is. All right, so let life flow. Gratitude will help. Have you appreciated what you have? Or do you always want more? Like, do you have a pretty nice place that you're living, but you want a bigger place? Or do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend that is treating you right, but you want this about another person instead of what you already have? Like, be grateful for what you have. Do you have food for yourself to feed your kids and yourself and stay cool in the summers when it's so hot outside? Are you healthy? I mean, that's one thing that we really do take for granted. We don't always think about our health. And then when something does happen to our health, then we're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be, healthy again. But you did not appreciate the health that you had when you had it. So a lot of times if you don't appreciate something, you tend to lose it, okay? So dig into the gratitude in your life. Like, what do you have that you should truly appreciate and you haven't been? It's a good time to change your mind about someone or something. Okay, again, go into that hangman mode. Go into temperance for a while and just look within what you think to be your Three of Swords. Go into the Four of Swords. That's when you're resting and you're focusing on what's on your mind, and you're putting your truth underneath you, focusing on maybe what truly hurt you with that Three of Swords. Maybe it's not what you thought hurt you, and it didn't happen the way that you think it might have. So it's basically telling you to take a break, Gemini. Okay? Whatever you're worried about, you're worrying about something that you don't have a lot of swords about. Like, you don't have a lot of knowledge about it. You didn't go into the Page of Swords and like spy on anybody or try to figure out your Ace of Swords right away. You just put up what you thought it was. Okay? These cards are called not Moonology, but Monday. Hold on. These cards are called Monday's Tarot. Okay, so I'm doing it on a Sunday. But they're very pretty cards. Okay. See, very pretty. There's the Strength card, Leo the Lion. The Death card, Scorpio. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, what is it that Gemini is so focused on? What is it that Gemini thinks their truth truly is when they need to change their perspective on it? What do they need to change their perspective on? Show me. Okay, I got one card. I'll take as many that fall, and then I'll do the story, okay? After I go through the whole deck. That way the cards have a chance to say exactly what they want to say. If you only let one card drop and you don't let the other ones out to see if they have something to say, then you're not getting the whole message. Okay. All right, Gemini. So far, I feel like you could be dealing with a earth sign possibly, or a fire sign. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, it's very blurry. I don't know why. But it's showing like a ton of reflections. Anyways, the Ace of Wands, Gemini, is going to say, focus on what you're passionate about. Get your passion back in a situation. Start fresh, start over. Not meaning start with a different situation, but change your perspective on it, like Moonology is saying, and make your passion re-spark in this situation. Okay, with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. That's why I'm seeing an earth sign possibly, because Pentacles, earth. So that could be your Taurus. It could be, let's see, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. All right, it could be either one of those that you're dealing with. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it shows like a very like slow and steady. Eventually you'll win the race together. All right, but you, Gemini, you're coming up as the Knight of Swords. Are you spying on this person? Are you thinking that something else is going on and that's why it's so slow moving? You want that spark lit like now, but it's just not happening. We'll use the clarifications and see kind of more what's going on. And with the clarifiers, I use the Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is my first deck of tarot cards I ever got. Okay. I got curious because I was watching tarot videos, and I just naturally thought, oh, that would be so awesome if maybe my life wasn't such a shock at times. Like I could see things happen. I'm not saying that that's what they do, but for me, they did. They kind of let me see what happened before it happened and gave me the advice I needed to change what my energy was, my perspective of a situation. Kind of like what they're telling you, Gemini. Okay. Speaking of Gemini, it's your guys' birthday. Happy birthday. Gosh, I can't believe we're in June. I said we were halfway through June, I think like 2 days ago, and my mom was like, we are not halfway through June. That's crazy. I'm like, well, kind of. Once you get through a bill cycle and you're able to have some of your paycheck left, you see it as the month is over, right? That's how I see it. But again, being an earth sign, we see a lot with pentacles. We're also, we're not quick to spend our money. You know, we save our money. Okay, so let me see this Ace of Wands. What is supposed to be this? Oh, okay. Okay, and what is this Knight of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, I'm going to leave that one card because that just kind of gave me the chills a little bit, because that was just what I was talking to you about, Gemini. This is crazy. Okay, now show me the Knight of Swords. Okay, I'm going to do one more. All right. Whoa, whoa. Okay. So Gemini, okay, I can't flip my camera, but I can show you the cards. All right. There's the cards. Now, I'm going to explain them to you, and I'll show them to you one by one, okay? So with your Ace of Wands, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you want to spark in a commitment, okay? Maybe something that you've been in for a long time. This could even be a marriage, because the Ten of Pentacles is a family. The marriage card, the Ten of Pentacles can show up to 10 years have been invested into this situation, this relationship, possibly. And then we got the King of Cups, okay? You want that romantic, that love, and that commitment, that possibly marriage. You want it to spark, or you want the marriage to happen, possibly. Okay? That's your Ace of Wands, Gemini. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you remember how I said you had to change your perspective on something, right? And the Moonology pretty much said that. Well, you are clarified of the Knight of Pentacles with the major arcana of the Hangman. I mentioned the Hangman, didn't I? Well, it came up. And it's telling you, what? You need to go in Hangman mode, right? You need to look at the situation deeper and think about how you can change your perspective on it. Like, okay, if, let's say you want the spark to happen faster, right? Instead of thinking that the person doesn't want to perhaps marry you, because that Ten of Pentacles is pretty strong, and that, like I said, can show marriage. All right, but they're slow. They don't want to say, will you marry me? Because I don't know. I could maybe clarify that for you after we get through this, but they're saying, like, take a second and try to change your perspective on why it's going so slow. Okay. And then your Knight of Swords. Okay. What are you spying on? What are you looking at? What are you studying? The Knight of Swords. What message are you giving your mind? Okay, the Six of Swords. You're seeing somebody perhaps leaving, taking everything and leaving. And you're seeing somebody who gives up their power, gives up their control, right? This could show like they just stop, perhaps telling you what they want, right? They just stop trying to control the situation. A lot of times when people are controlling and they stop trying to control a situation, it's kind of them just like, okay, fine, I can't do anything about it anymore. I'm just, And I don't know if that's you see them leaving you because they might not have enough confidence in this. Because the Emperor in reverse is not very confident. Emperor in reverse, Emperor in general is a major arcana for Aries. Okay? And then you're also, the Three of Pentacles in reverse can show like no cooperation, possibly. Are you guys not able to make decisions together? You guys aren't agreeing on a major contract? I mean, right there, it's showing major contract. So I really see like somebody is trying to control the situation with their perspective of how they see this Knight of Pentacles, right? This stagnation possibly. And because somebody can't control it or something like that, or somebody doesn't have enough confidence that they will break their, possibly that could see that they're not confident that they'll keep their vows if they marry him. Okay, perhaps that's you, Gemini, or that's them. And you're seeing, as you're watching, in seeing this as a different perspective, that's what it is. That's your different perspective. That they're scared that you're not going to keep your vows. That's what I see, kind of what's going on with them. And you see it as something else. What does Gemini see this as? That they need to change their perspective on. What does Gemini see this relationship situation, or whatever it is? If the cards fit, then they fit. If they don't make them. Yeah, Gemini. Talking to a girl or I'm talking to a guy, I don't know, but change your perspective of how you see your Three of Swords, guys. Didn't I say that? Change your perspective. See the truth of why a certain situation hurt you. And the Three of Swords, that's what it shows. That you're hurt and that you think that they might not keep their vows. You think they'll leave you. So maybe it's changing your perspective on how you see yourself. Like you see yourself as not wanting to marry this person because you're afraid that they'll hurt you with that Three of Swords. You're afraid that they'll leave you. You're afraid that they're going to break their vows. Okay? Seek out the truth, Gemini. I feel like that could be your message, to seek out the truth of your situation. And I would do an advice card, but I think your advice came out during the reading. So Gemini, it was awesome. I really enjoyed doing readings. I need to find more time to do this. I am sitting here sweating doing this reading, but I'm still connecting and I still feel your story. And I think a lot of us have been in this situation at one point in our life. I mean, when you live the whole cycle of life all the way up until you die, you're bound to have situations where you're not confident in a situation. You don't know if they're going to break your heart like the person before possibly did, or maybe they did. And you guys been together for a while, but you feel that they'll break their contract. Or vice versa, change it if you need to. Tarot is for entertainment purposes. Don't make any life-changing decisions on your reading. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it. Gemini, you have a wonderful birthday. And, you know, figure out what your Ace of Swords is, baby. Okay? War Queen, I am out of here until I come back on. Can't make any promises, but I will try to be back on soon. Okay? Love you guys. Bye, gems.